This is a 2014 Mazda CX-5. The original radio and especially the navigation system is extremely difficult to use. So I'm gonna install a aftermarket unit with CarPlay. Alright, let's get started. Alright, connecting the vehicle integration interface. According to the color scheme that came with the instruction, you just connect all the wires to the new radio. Alright. Then there's this dip switch. You gotta set it according to the kind of radio that you are purchasing and your vehicle. So for this particular one, it's a JVC radio. So in the Mazda car, so you need to just set it. Switch on the left-hand side is it's going to be off on, and on the right-hand side, the dip switch number 5 needs to be off, and the 4, 6, 7, 8, they all need to be on. Alright, 2 wires came in with the steering wheel controls. According to the instruction, don't use this one with the 3.5mm plug. Use the other one, use the single one. And in my previous experience, the steering wheel control is very touchy. It's very sensitive to the resistance in the wire, so I will make a solid connection with the soldering. The first step is to use the plastic prying tools to remove the panels on this one and this one. Then you remove these 2 or 3 screws. There might be another one somewhere. Yeah, the third one is on the bottom. It's a 10mm. You gotta be careful not to drop it. So on this steering wheel control unit, there's a single wire. It says SWC. I don't know if you can see it. It says SWC BT input. According to instruction, they're asking you to connect that single wire to the Bluetooth unit, which is located behind the glove box. So I removed the glove box now, and here's on the top I guess this is the left corner above the glove box is a Bluetooth unit, and it's super difficult to make a connection to this harness, to the wires behind the harness. So I called the tech support, and they're telling me I called the tech support of Crux, who manufactures the steering wheel control unit. They're saying that wire just lets you disconnect the phone, like a hang up on a call from a steering wheel, which seems to me is not tremendously useful. So I'm willing to give that up. So I'm not going to mess with this connection anymore. All right. The gray antenna adapter. Connect these three blue antenna wires together. This light green wire with a little plug, you fish it through the front panel, and it's going to get connected to the parking brake switch. Now I need to run a power wire from the backup light to the front. I'm going to take this screw off, and there's a screw here, so I can loosen up this panel in the back. Alright, now we're going to have access to the this blue plug inside here, and to locate a wire that has a I think it's a white with a black stripe in the center. It's a little bit tight to get to. You can get it from here too. You tap into this pin number 10, the white with the black stripe on it. That's the backup light. Yeah, you just run this wire inside this molding here. Tuck it below, go all the way into the front. So that yellow wire was brought into the front, and it connects to the reverse to activate the to tell the radio that backup camera is powered. And I think this little blue wire with a little stripe of white, that powers the backup camera itself. So now all the wires are connected. Let's give it a try. Alright, turning on the power. I am putting on reverse. I think I need to press on the brake. Alright, the backup camera is powered. Looks like alright now. So for the USB cable, it's a pretty thick cable. So this is how I do it. The radio is going to go here, right? So I just pull this panel forward. It's going to unlatch. Then you just fish that USB cable down, slide it through here. It's got a little wider crack here. It's a little dark here. You can see it. The outlet is going to stay here. So the radio is assembled with the trim panel. There is a little wider gap on the top. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm just using my old trick. I use a just electrical tape, black one. Stick it to the back side of it. You'll never notice it. Okay, now it's time for final assembly. The USB cable is fished through, and now we Okay, here's just a quick review of the radio. It's a entry-level JVC digital media player, KW-M56BT. It's an entry-level. It's about $299. I got it from Crutchfield. And I'm just going to point out a couple things worth mentioning. All the CarPlay and Bluetooth functions, they're pretty standard, so I'm not going to go into too much discussion. Comparing to an older model of an entry-level JVC that I had, I put in a different car. They took away a bunch of functions. The older model had a GPS positioner. It doesn't project the maps and everything, but if you cross into a different time zone, it knows it, and it's going to adjust the time accordingly. They took that away. It's not there anymore. So not super useful feature, but one thing that I find it kind of annoying is the older model has two USB inputs. Okay, one, you plug it to your iPhone or whatever phone you have. The other one, you can plug a USB drive to it. So you can store your movies and music on the USB, and you can play it. And once you plug that in, the USB logo is going to lit. So in this model, they only give you one USB input. So you can plug in either just the iPhone or that USB thumb drive. So this is kind of a very annoying. So I guess it's understandable. It's an entry-level radio. Everything's getting more expensive. They have to cut the cost somewhere. But that feature, they took it away. It's annoying. Second thing worth mentioning is the steering wheel controller. So look, it's gonna raise the volume up to 15 and then stop, and then you have to hit the button individually. Just keep tapping it. So I just want to mention that it's not abnormal. That's how this radio is designed. Both my JVCs are like that, and I called the customer service, and they told me that's how that radio is designed, so it's not malfunctioning. Alright, I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.